What's up, everybody? How's it going? Hope you're having a fantastic weekend so far, and I hope the week coming up treats you just as well. So, this week's recipe is a special request from my wife. It's her birthday, so I decided to go ahead and make her something special. Now, this is a creme brulee Earl Grey tart, or an Earl Grey creme brulee tart, whichever way you want to say it. I did not realize when I made this recipe that my tart pan would disappear, so I used a 9-inch springform pan. So the crust does look a little bit rough and ready, but it still turned out amazing. So check out the video. Let me know what you think. If you do make this, go ahead and tag me. Show me what you made. I'd love to see how yours come out. But with all that being said, I appreciate your time. I hope you enjoy, and we'll see you again next time. All right, ingredients are on the board and it's time to go. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our dry ingredients and go ahead and sift them all together in a medium to large size bowl. You just want to make sure there's no lumps in the dry ingredients. That's why we're sifting. Now, next up, we're going to put our butter into the dry ingredients and we're going to go ahead and mix that up by hand, letting your body heat kind of melt the butter, and go ahead and mix it together until the mixture resembles breadcrumbs, or you should have pea-sized amounts of butter left over. Now, once you have the mixture looking like breadcrumbs, you're going to go ahead and add in your egg and your ice cold water and go ahead and mix that all together until you have a nice silky dough. Now, to begin with, if your dough looks a little sticky or it is a little sticky, go ahead and add a tablespoon or two of flour to the mixture to get that nice silky texture. Now, once you have the desired texture, go ahead and refrigerate the dough for about an hour. So, once that dough is refrigerated for about an hour, you're going to go ahead and roll it out into a 12-inch circle. Now, depending on what you're using to bake this thing, it could be bigger, it could be smaller, but I went ahead and did mine in a 12-inch circle. Now, once you have your dough in the desired tin of choice, you're going to go ahead and refrigerate that overnight so it can firm up. So this does take a little preparation beforehand, so be aware of that. After it firms up, you're going to go ahead and take a fork and just poke holes in the bottom of this thing while you preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Now, once your holes are in, go ahead and cover the tart with parchment paper and your baking beans or baking weights, whatever you want to call them. Go ahead and bake them for about 15 minutes. After the 15 minutes is up, brush your dough with whatever egg wash you'd like and go ahead and bake it for an additional 10 minutes or until it starts to begin a golden brown. Once you have that golden brown look, you're going to go ahead and set it to the side while we work on the custard. And yes, this does put the rough in rough and ready baking. Now, for your custard, this is actually one of the easiest custard recipes that I could find. All you're going to do is you're going to pour your cream and your vanilla into a medium-sized saucepan and go ahead and heat that up until right before it boils. Make sure you stir it every once in a while so you don't get a skim coat over top of your cream. Once you've heated it up, take it off of the heat and go ahead and steep your Earl Grey tea bags in it for about 20 minutes, letting the flavor kind of diffuse through the cream. While your tea bags are steeping, take your egg yolks and your sugar in a separate bowl. Go ahead and whisk them together until they are pale yellow. It doesn't look pale in this picture because the light is coming straight down on it, but I promise it is pale. Now, once the tea bags are done steeping, you're going to slowly add your warm cream while you whisk it to your egg mixture. You want to continue to whisk it so the eggs don't curdle, and again, you don't have that skim coat over top of it. Once everything is mixed up nice and evenly, go ahead and strain it just to make sure there's no lumps in your custard. This is very important because nobody wants a lumpy custard. We want this nice and smooth. Once you're done straining it and everything looks smooth, go ahead and pour your custard into your tin and go ahead and bake it at 300 degrees for about 40 minutes. You'll also know it's done because there will be a slight jiggle in the center. Now, once you have that jiggle and everything looks good, you're going to go ahead and let it chill for about 2 to 4 hours just to let everything firm up one more time. Once everything is firmed and it's chilled, you can go ahead and put some sugar on the top of it and caramelize it using a blowtorch, giving it a nice brown coating. It's going to be crispy, it's going to be clean, and I'm sure yours will look a lot better than this one. But let me know what you think. I appreciate your time, and I'll see you again next time.